Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV. Very excited to be back out with all of you. I'm out with Basil and Mason this afternoon, folks. It's another beautiful winter's afternoon here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. The sun is already starting to get close to sunset. It's going to be dark early this evening, I reckon. But anyway, I'm very excited to head out and see what we might discover this evening. I haven't been here for a little while, and I was asking the team about the camera trap that I set up in the Sunsloot River. Must be close to a week ago, if not longer. Anyway, no one's collected it, so I'm going to head that way first thing this afternoon, everybody. We'll stop in at Lemundur Crypt, just see if there's any sign of anybody there, and then might head towards the we will head towards the Sunsloot River, go pick up our camera trap. Very eager to get back to camp tonight and see what we may have captured on our little camera. And take it from there, everybody. Sounds like the lions are right up in the north this afternoon, up on Leadwood. So probably not going to get there tonight. Just busy looking at a giraffe, which is here on our left, everybody. And it's staring very intently across the road here. What did she see? Something's definitely caught her attention. She's not watching me, she's watching whatever she'd just seen, either walking on the road or just the other side of the road. I haven't seen any tracks of a predator on the road yet. And I see she's joined by a couple other giraffe. Small little journey here. Beautiful, lovely start. But I'm intrigued as to what they've seen. Anyway, while I look around, I'll just quickly greet our pack members. Good afternoon, Carol. Hello, Betty. Hello, Mary. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Jennifer. A very, very special hello to Brandy. Lovely to have you with us, Brandy. Hope you're well. Good afternoon, Jan. Hello, Di. Hello, Rosemary. Welcome, everybody. Lovely to have you with us, and a warm welcome to all of those watching on our public channel. Of course, we're on one of our pack-sponsored free live safaris. Check out that giraffe. Look at her behavior, everybody. She's watching something. There's something now moving closer to her that she's not sure about. What is it? The other two giraffe, however, not bothered at all. I've seen giraffe behave this way when they've seen something like a honey badger or a smaller cat like a serval or a caracal. It's interesting, the other two haven't seen it, but this giraffe in the front has. Let's try creep forward and just see if I can spot what it is that's got her all worked up. Bush is rather thick here, so I can't see anything. Something's got her spooked. Another giraffe here, coming this direction. She too is looking at the ground. Oh man, what could it be? It's something small, everybody. That giraffe is staring at the ground. Excuse me for one moment. I have to go and figure out what this is. Maybe it's a snake. Imagine it's a pangolin. Sorry, giraffe. Ouch. Not seeing anything here. That's very bizarre. Giraffe are never going to stare like that unless they've seen movement. So there was something moving here. Definitely would have been something rather small, but something that nonetheless caught their attention anyway. You can't see anything. Right, so just before I got off the vehicle to come and investigate the mythical creature, Mason was just pointing out that there's a white rhino up ahead, everybody. We just briefly saw the bum of a white rhino up here, just beyond the sign on the road here. Let's go see if we can catch up with that rhino. Still see him just up ahead here. What a lovely start, everybody. First the giraffe, and now this beautiful white rhino bull. He's quite clearly busy enjoying afternoon snack. Oh, that's magic. Oh, busy releasing a little bit of gas, this guy. Oh, look at all the flies coming off the back of that rhino. Wow, literally a swarm. Lots of flies sitting on him, trying to soak up any moisture that he has, which is predominantly the sweat that they're after. A single white rhino bull at the junction Lemundering Ves and Beerstip. Certainly a very, very relaxed individual, which is wonderful for us. Betty, to answer your question, no, giraffe generally wouldn't be too bothered by a rhino. But, you know, if they'd picked up movement because of the white rhino, then they might have thought it was something else. It was just... apologies, it's Leopard Ves, junction Beerstip. But yeah, so if the giraffe had maybe seen, you know, the tail or the ear flicking of the rhino at a distance, they might have thought it was something else. But those giraffe were not looking here. They were looking straight at the ground, so that's why I know it was something small that they'd seen. Yeah, there go all those flies again. It's amazing. You can hear them as they take off on his flank. He's busy spraying some urine there, busy marking his territory. I had my earpiece out. Just to remind everybody, for the week, the keyword for the week is reflection. So for those of you interested in getting your hands on the painted dog high resolution image for the week, the keyword is reflection. Please send that through to us and we'll send the image straight back. I think Andrew's just put it on the screen for you all now, everybody, the photograph that is up for grabs this week. Certainly one very, very calm fellow. not fazed at all by our presence, just munching away. Jennifer, monkeys always hang around other animals, to be honest. And the reason mainly being that it's safety in numbers. So you'll find a lot of animals doing that, herbivores that is, where they'll often feed close to one another because they know that, of course, with a whole bunch of eyes, ears and noses paying attention to predators, they have a better chance of being able to escape. And vice versa. You'll also find a lot of your antelope will often come and feed close to monkeys for the same reason, but also for a different reason, in that monkeys, when they're feeding up in the trees, can be quite messy feeders and will sometimes drop a lot of the fruit that they're feeding on. And then your antelope will then pick up the scraps, the remains that the monkeys drop to the ground. Very clever in these little relationships that they form. Temporary associations, of course. This rhino is very clever. What he's done is he's crossed the road and he's now started feeding on the grasses underneath these trees here. So he's targeting grasses that may have not been grazed on by other animals, basically, because those trees that he's under right now are thorn trees and may have deterred other grazers coming into that area. So he's targeting the good grass that was protected by the trees right now. Look at all those flies, everybody, that I was discussing earlier. You can see them sitting on the flank of that white rhino bull. Lots of them. And they're targeting the creases in his skin, because that's where most of the moisture will build up, most of the sweat. All right, folks. I think we're going to love and leave this beautiful white rhino bull. What a wonderful start though. Starting with the giraffe and then this lovely rhino. Leave him to his evening's grazing. And quickly go up to Lamunda and Crip, check that water hole and see if there's been any sign of anyone there. Before we then cut across further to the east, check the area around Kudu Krip, and as I was saying earlier, get down into the Sunsloot River and pick up that camera trap. Very excited to see what footage we might get or have got. Just busy looking around me, folks, and thinking to myself how incredibly dry the grass specifically has become of late. Certainly into the full swing of winter. Thinking about that white rhino grazing on the grasses, and think about all the other animals that depend on these grasses. They're going to have a tough time of it this year, I reckon. I think it's going to be a very dry year. And that, of course, weans out the weak. A lot of animals will succumb to drought conditions. Particularly when the grasses dry up completely and makes life very difficult for these grazers. Animals like warthog, hippo, African buffalo, which of course we don't have any of on this reserve. Well, not roaming free, that is. Oh, impala. It's just about to mention the impala. Impala are certainly grazers, but fortunately for them, they are mixed feeders. So they can adapt pretty well in drought conditions. They will start feeding on other plants, browse predominantly, look for fruit. I've even seen impala feeding on exposed roots on the banks of riverbeds, dry riverbeds. But it's your other species that often suffer through a drought, like the ones I mentioned. Warthogs are usually the first ones to suffer badly. Then it's the hippos, then the buffalo. But just about everybody does get affected, and as I said, you know, a drought will wean out the weak. Only the strongest will survive. That's quite funny, Carol. No, it was definitely the jackal that was making the whining noise. It's not your kitchen. The jackal, when it's cold, well, the fan belt of the jackal when it's cold whines a little bit. Just going to quickly hop off here at Lemunda and Krip, everybody. I just want to see if I can see any tracks around here. Hi guys, how are you? Good. Wednesday.
Black Rhino trimming and coloring.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
What time?
Early morning.
It's voting day.
No? Vote Rhino. No, you don't have to. But
No. No, it's just the first I've heard of that.
But I gave Brent all the dates. 24th of June, 4th of July.
Which one are you going after? All of them?
So Wednesday only the Black Rhino.
Okay.
And then 24th of June the rest.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we'll see you there then. I left that white rhino bull still feeding there.
But it was lemon during.
No, it was Leopard dumves, where it comes down to Beerstip. No, I said it wrong initially. I did say Lemunduring. Sorry guys.
All right.
Nice to see you. Have a good one. Bye. Just busy chatting to Hanno there, everybody, from Rhino Revolution. about the rhino we've just seen. And he was just saying to me now that it sounds like a couple of our rhino are scheduled for some dehorning this week. Or trimming, rather. Of course, all of our rhino are dehorned. But some trimming is to be done this week. So I'm not sure yet what all the exact plans are, but Hanno said he will share it with us and keep us updated. Lots of baboons appear to be the majority of the tracks I'm seeing here now. Got Andrew whispering in my ear, everybody, saying that this evening we have to find a leopard. Okay, sure thing. Leopard on the menu, I like it. Well, we are going to head towards an area where I'm always hopeful of leopard, around Kudu Krip, around the Sunsloot River, everybody. Going to head that way next and see if we find any signs of leopard, but at the same time pick up that camera trap of ours. So judging by where Hanno has come from, I would imagine he didn't find any signs of rhino, leopard, elephant, lion. He's come from Seskant Krip, coming south towards us here. So we're not going to go check that area. We might get up there a bit later this evening. But for now, let's start working the area around Kudu Krip. You guys smell that? Elephants. I was smelling something dead. Just going to have a quick look around the reservoir here. Everyone, I'll be back with you shortly. See if there's any predator tracks here. Who's in the road there? Warthogs. Very nice. Well, that's a lovely surprise. Having some warthogs step out. Just spoke about the warthogs, of course. No signs of any predator on that reservoir there, folks. I was also just making sure that nothing had fallen in, because I thought I'd got a strong smell of a carcass, but I couldn't smell it again actually. And happy to report that nothing is in the reservoir. So the Kudu-Krip 2-3 female leopard was seen just here a couple nights ago. Right here in this big open area. She was heading back that way, back towards the reservoir, before they eventually lost sight of her. One of the Leadwood homeowners found her and got some amazing photographs of her. She was very relaxed. What I'd give to have a sighting like that for all of you tonight. All of a sudden the temperature has dropped quite quickly. It'll be a rather cold evening. Of course, with the sun now having set, temperature is going to drop, but at the same time predators become active, your herbivores go for their last drink. So let's see, everybody, see if we get any activity here around this little water hole, Kudu-Krip. We'll do a loop though before we get there, just to see if we don't find any tracks.
5 minutes.
Quickly hop off again, everyone, and look for tracks. Oh. Let's pull a bit forward so Basil can show you the last of this absolutely gorgeous sunset here, everyone. the end to another absolutely gorgeous day here in Africa, everybody. More rhino. At least one or two. Wonder if there might be a calf here. I was literally just thinking now about No Hope and her calf. We do sometimes pick them up in this area. Let's try and get a closer look, see which rhino these are, everyone. Just trying to find a way in here where I won't disturb them too much. Mind your head. One of the younger rhino just moving away here. It looks like a young cow. She's heading towards the other rhino I'd seen, everyone, which looks like a much larger rhino. Let's just try and get a bit closer so we can get a better angle here. Now there's definitely three rhino here. What an absolute treat. So that is a massive rhino. That might even be a bull. That crunching you just heard now, everyone, is of rhino number 3, which you can't see right now. It's just behind A couple of big pushed over marula trees here. This adult rhino is watching us very carefully. And is there another one behind it? Oh, got a bit spooked there. This is a cow. Wow, look at this, guys. Incredible. All three of them together here now. Not no hope. The one behind her there is a little bull, young bull. Try pull up my ID kit quickly, try work out which female this is. Can smell them. One of them must have urinated recently. Can clearly smell the rhino. Don't know if you all heard that. A whole bunch of francolins just alarm called. So this is this big cow here, everybody. Is cow number 24. It's interesting, it doesn't show that she's got any calves. Oh, hang on. Another little notch in her right ear as well. Oh man, what a treat. So close to us, everybody. So calm now that they know what we are and we're not moving anymore. Trying to see the sex of the two calves or sub-adults here. The one's definitely a bull, young bull. I can't tell what the other one is yet. The rhino have just snuck around behind us here, everybody. I'm going to try and start the vehicle and reposition. Mom is watching us very closely here. Certainly a bit more nervous than any of the other cows I've come across recently. So I've now worked out that this is actually white rhino cow number 22, and her calf that's with her is a female born in 2019, cow number 60, which is actually the one off to the far left. This young bull might actually be hers as well. Yes, indeed. That's interesting. So both of these youngsters here, everybody, belong to the same mother on the far right. Now, isn't that interesting? Especially when you look at the size of these two subadult rhino. They look quite similar, don't they? But the thing is, one's a female and one's a bull. The one closest to the mother is her most recent offspring. That's a young bull, which is just 2 years old as of this month. And the one off to the far left is a female, and she was born about 14 months before the little one in the middle, or the smaller one in the middle. But they look kind of similar in size, and it just shows you the different growth rates between the two sexes of male and female. Males tend to grow a bit quicker than the cows, and of course we know that males get larger than the cows. That's amazing to see these three together like that and to be able to identify them. Just looking at Mom here, she has been watching us very closely since we got here. She's not too comfortable with the vehicle. I don't think I've seen this cow before. It's also amazing to know that she's got both of her calves with her. Just taking care of both of her previous offspring at the same time. Really awesome to see. Good evening, Brian. Lovely to have you with us. Hope you're well. We're being spoilt out here on the Rietspruit this afternoon with 2 separate rhino sightings. We had a bull earlier, and now we've got a female with her 2 youngsters. 2 separate offspring, different litters. Amazing. Three white rhino on Sunsloot site, midway between Kudu and Lemunduring Oos. Looks like Mom's headed off there. Everybody and the youngsters are following. Man, that was lovely. Beautifully framed between the acacia and sickle bush here. Very, very lovely indeed. Right, now I'm going to head out towards where I heard those Franklin's alarm calling everybody a little while ago. It wasn't too far north of us here. Just go have a look around there, see if I don't see any tracks of any predators. Might have spooked those Franklins. As you can see in front of me here, everybody, is a massive white rhino midden. Of course, we've just left some rhino. There's a lot of movement of white rhino in this area, close to Kudu Krip, which is down that way. There's also been a lot of leopard movement in this area of late. Not that I'm seeing any tracks just yet. Right, I'm going to check Kudu Krip now, folks, at this little water hole, see if anyone's there, and then go down into the river, collect our camera and drive that stretch of river as well. Short stretch. Always a fantastic area for leopard. There's tracks of a male leopard here, everybody. Came to drink here. Came in from behind me here to drink right here. I'm just trying to see which way he went from here. He went this way.
Come along Leopard Drive until you get to the Marilla Road that goes down towards the tunnel, and the body is just off on the right.
I've run out of light here, everybody. I can't make out the tracks anymore. But it looks like that leopard, male leopard, came in and drank here and then headed south, perhaps towards Leopard Dam, which is the next water point south of us. Of course, we know he's had a drink here already, but they go from water point to the next because they know that's where the bulk of their prey are attracted. So we're going to quickly pop down into the river here, everyone. Pick up our camera trap. And then turn around and head south towards Leopard Dam. Go hang around there, see if we don't have any luck. But before we do any of that, I'm just going to quickly mark my territory. Awesome to have found the fresh tracks of a male leopard here, everybody, and I know they're fresh because there's a lot of game that came to drink at this waterhole today, and his tracks on top of all of that other game. Let's see if he didn't go this way. Doesn't look like it. So our camera trap is down here in this riverbed, folks, the Sunsloot River. It's not too far down here. Just going to go down, pick it up, and then we'll head back up this way. But you never know who you might bump into in a riverbed like this. Might bump into a sleeping rhino, honey badger, or a leopard. Actually are some relatively fresh rhino tracks here in the river. Well, good news is the camera trap is still here. Nobody has pinched it. Just quickly grab that. These camera traps, folks, are just so important for us with what we're trying to currently work out, which is the leopard population here on the Rietspruit. Oh dear, video card full. Hopefully that means good things, everybody. Still got a lot of battery, but it's the card that's full. It's the first time I've seen that. So that could mean good things, everyone. Perhaps we have captured quite a bit of footage on here of a whole bunch of wonderful beasts that have walked past this point of the Sunsloot River, but I was just going to say how valuable this tool is for us to supply marine with leopard footage, if it is any leopards that we've caught on the camera. So we can try and identify the movements of these individuals, keep track of who's who out here. Fingers crossed indeed, Mary. We'll certainly be sharing any of the exciting clips we've picked up from this camera. Mary, I know you were with us when we set the camera trap up, and we had a lot of leopard activity in this area at that time, so I'm really hopeful that I might have got some of those leopards moving past that camera trap, as long as the camera was working correctly. But it seems like it was, because the card is full. Just hope it's not things like grass blowing in the wind that have triggered the camera. But anyway, we'll check it tonight when we get back and let you guys know as soon as possible. All right. Let's get out of this river now, folks, and continue south. See if we have any luck with that male leopard.
ahead, please. Thank you.
So as I mentioned, folks, I'm heading towards Leopard Dam, which is one of the largest water holes here on the Rietspruit. And the hippos have been hanging, well, hippo mom and calf have been hanging up there quite a lot of late. Always hopeful when I go down there in the dark that I might get lucky and bump into them on the move. It's usually this time of the evening where they've come out to start their night of grazing. Let's see if we don't get lucky with that as well, heading down there. Hi Shanann, lovely to have you with us. Sorry you struggled to come in earlier. We've had a wonderful afternoon spent predominantly with Rhino, lots of Rhino, which has been such a privilege. But I just found some fresh male leopard tracks at Kudu Krip. And I think that leopard's headed south, so just making my way towards Leopard Dam now to see if we don't get lucky with him. I think that's the general direction he's headed. Sounds like the Pride have just emerged, everybody, from the houses on Leadwood. Must have been sleeping somewhere between the homes. There's a set of eyes in the tree here, just quickly. That might be a bushbaby, everybody. It is a bushbaby. It's moving away from us right now. I'm just going to try and get a bit closer, see if we don't pick it up again. There. It's jumping around in the middle of this knobthorn tree. Let's see if we get lucky and maybe it pops its head up again. Might have just dropped down because I don't see it anymore. Hiding, unfortunately. It's a very dense tree as well. See if we don't pick it up again on the other side here, perhaps. No such luck. Must have jumped away already, everybody. I'm not seeing that bushbaby anymore, unfortunately. It did jump away. I've just picked up its eyes again, but I don't know if we're going to get it. Nah, it's too thick in there. Not to worry, Basil. Oh well. Maybe we'll get another one. Just busy saying there, everybody, that the lionesses, the Pride, have all come back together, all 6 of them together, and they have just emerged from the homes on Leadwood, and it sounds like they're going out hunting, heading further north towards Leadwood Dam by the sounds of things. Hopefully we'll be able to catch up with the lions tomorrow. Let's see if anyone is here. Leopard dumb. There's a hippo out the water. Oh, that's awesome. There we go. I know there are a lot of you that will be very happy to see this. We often get asked about hippos grazing out of the water and wanting to see hippos out of the water. Oh, this looks like the little calf. Not so little anymore. Calf is getting big quite quickly. That's interesting. Is that a wound under its neck? Or just a bit of that pale pink skin that you sometimes pick up on hippos? Mason, why don't you do me a favour and shine on the hippo? Thanks. No, I don't think it's a wound, everybody. It looks like just that very, very pale pinkish skin. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But it is more pronounced on this little calf than I've seen on others. Oh, how lovely is that, everybody? To see the little hippo baby out and about. I wonder where your mother is. Aha, there's Mommy. She's just surfaced in the water to our right, everybody, and she's just given off a little grunt. Presumably communicating with her calf. Just to say, hey, do you know that there's a vehicle here watching you? The calf's like, yeah, come on, Mom. Old news. Oh, she got spooked. She's heading back to Mom. She is very pink between those legs, eh? Oh, I say she, I don't know if it's a... Oh, look at that. Rushing in back to Mom. Mom's on the far side of the waterhole, everybody. Oh. The calf's just launched itself off the bank, back into the water again, racing towards Mom. Definitely some stuff creeping in the trees behind us here as well. Might be able to see Mom and calf there now next to each other. There you go, you can see them close together there now. Look at that, everybody. Oh man, how special is that? And coming together with Mom and greeting Mom. Very happy to be safe back in the water with its mother. Interested, surprised that it took that long for the calf to get spooked and run back into the water. I don't even think it was us that spooked the calf. Might have been something else that was moving, on land that spooked the calf, because we'd been here a while watching it before it trotted back into the water. But how special was that, seeing them reunite like that? That was awesome. I think the things moving in the bushes behind the dam here are the monkeys. Vervet monkeys. Very, very special. Right, let's not blind these hippo for too much longer, everybody. I'm going to slowly work my way around the dam and head back a bit further north on the other side, see if I don't find any further sign of this male leopard. Not hearing anything down here, and I actually didn't see any tracks of him having come down the road to Leopard Dam on this side, but he might have come on the other side. So that's my next plan of attack. But oh man, that was just so lovely. Seeing the calf out of the water and then seeing it connect with mom. Oh, and calf's out the water again, everybody. Look at that. Chosen to rather come out the water and graze a bit closer to mom this time, I think. You can actually hear the chomping sound of that little hippo, everybody. Now, it's just the sound of, obviously, its mouth opening and closing while it tries to chomp some of the good grass that grows around the water's edge here. Sneaking up under the trees there. Lovely. Very special. That's a great sighting of the hippos, that's for sure. So since we left that waterhole with the hippos, everybody, I've now spotted 4 different duiker, 4 different common duiker. I mentioned earlier how these leopards will move from waterhole to the next, searching for their prey. And that just shows you how there's a lot of antelope that will, so these duiker have already had their drink, their last drink for the day. But they're now leaving the waterhole, making their way slowly up towards the ridge crest, which is where most of them will sleep at night, just because it's warmer up top here on the ridge. But a leopard knows this, of course. So a leopard comes to these waterholes at this time of the day, moving along these game paths or along the roads, hoping to bump into these duiker and other antelope, which are actually now leaving the water, having had their drink. They, of course, will ambush prey drinking at the waterhole as well. But they know that if they head towards water, there's a very good chance they're going to come across a number of different options to hunt.
Closing down.
Just stopped abruptly, everybody, because I thought I heard a distress call, but I can't hear anything now. Mary, yes, exactly. Each set of duiker eyes that I saw, of course my mind registers as a leopard every single time. Always playing tricks on me, those duiker. They're the right sort of height, particularly for a female leopard. The head height of a duiker and the space between the eyes. The right sort of shape, size and eye shine for a female leopard. Oh, porcupine. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh, look at that, guys. Porcupine. That is so cool. Unreal. Shame. A little bit spooked by us, of course. It's quite a small one. Small porcupine. Look at that, guys. Wow, what a treat.
I'm leaving a lot of these lines.
Incredible. Wow, what a find, everybody. That is amazing. Isn't it impressive how fast a porcupine can actually move? Hey, guys. Very cool. Young porcupine. That's lovely. What a treat. Goodbye, Rosemary. Thank you very much for joining us. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Looks like another leopard has slipped away from us again, everybody. No further tracks of that male. Obviously not using the roads and just moving through the block. But I never give up on a leopard, because you never know, you might bump into the next one. So cool to have got that porcupine now. Very speedy little porcupine. Oh, that's amazing, Betty. So chuffed that you got to see the porcupine, and yeah, fingers crossed for you indeed, that whilst you're out here you'll get to see more in person. It's definitely the best time of the year to come across these smaller, more elusive nocturnal animals, as the bush has thinned out now. Another thing I absolutely love about winter is seeing more of the porcupines, the honey badgers, African wildcat, aardvark, pangolin, genet and civet. Good evening, Velma. Lovely to have you join us. Unfortunately, you've caught us right at the end of our evening safari. It's been a goodie. Thoroughly enjoyed this afternoon. Amazing sightings of white rhino, hippos out of the water, baby hippo out of the water, giraffe. Just had an awesome sighting of a porcupine as well, sub-adult porcupine. Fresh male leopard tracks. Never caught up with that male leopard, unfortunately, but a fantastic afternoon nonetheless. And just a reminder again, one more time everybody, the keyword for the week: reflection. Please submit the word reflection. Get your hands on that painted dog image for the week. And thank you to all of you for joining us. And thank you to our pack for sponsoring this drive. We hope that all of you have enjoyed it. We hope that you all enjoy the last little bit of your Sunday. And we cannot wait to be back out here with all of you again tomorrow. Thanks for joining us, folks. Bye for now.